Welcome back to another episode of Dave's Dinners, and this is the first episode of the new year, although it's not actually the new year yet, but when this video goes up it will be the new year. I think it's going to be like the 3rd of January maybe? I don't know, I can't remember, but we've got pasta this week. We're having it with some festive sprouts and also some pancetta. And we're going to kind of like bundle it all in with a bit of parmesan and a good old bit of onion and garlic, and it's going to be super lovely jubbly, and I hope you enjoy. And so here we are back at the chopping counter. We have our lovely sprouts here. I've just given them a quick rinse to get all the slugs off, but there may still be one or two in there, but I don't mind because I like a bit of sluggage. And I've got some garlic paste. I'm actually not using normal garlic because I'm saving it for something else. So garlic paste today, one lovely onion. I've got 2 packs of pancetta here. I'm not sure how much they weigh, but it comes in a pack of 2. So 2 packs pancetta. I've got a lovely bit of parmesan here, around about 60 grams or so, and 200 grams of spaghetti, which I've got over there, of which the water is currently on the boil over there. Nothing too complicated today. So first thing I'm going to do is break up the spaghetti into halves because long spaghetti is just annoying. And I can get that out of the way. It's relatively pain-free, so we might as well do this first. Throw a bit of spaghetti everywhere. So all I'm really going to do with these sprouts is I'm going to trim the little end bit off slightly because I peeled off a couple of the outer leaves on them. I'm just going to quarter them, so once down the middle, twice down the middle, and that is it. So I'm going to go through all of these sprouts, trim off the roots, and then how do you like that? Thanks for coming. I'm now just going to do my onion quickly. It's going to be a quick peel and slice job. As always, bit of onion on the floor. I could do with a bigger counter, I suppose. I'm quite limited here, but work with what you've got is what they say. Choppers, 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 choppers. So that is literally all of the prep work done. Easy as you like. We're going to go over to the hob now to start bringing everything together. This is pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy going on here, so over we go. Now, as you can see, the pasta water's on the boil, so I'm just going to turn that down. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some heat on this frying pan, like so. And then we want to get all the pancetta in the pan with no oil because we don't need it. It's an oily little thing, pancetta, so we'll just let it do its own thing. And we'll just let that come to a nice little sizzle. We want to have this relatively crispy, just so it gives a little bit of texture in the middle. We don't really want like soft squidgy pancetta because then everything else is quite squidgy. Oh, listen to that sizzle. As you can see, it's starting to go slightly crispy. It's only been a couple of minutes, literally like 2 minutes. You might also, if you're using normal pasta, or glutinous pasta should I say, you might want to put it on now. We're using gluten-free pasta because Becky can't eat gluten and it cooks a lot quicker than normal pasta. So I'm not going to put it on just yet. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. But if you're using normal pasta, then it's probably a good idea to put it on around about now because it takes around about 10 to 15 minutes. If you can see that, it's a nice colour, it's a bit golden. So I've got a bowl over here to the left and I'm just going to put the pancetta in there for now. I don't really want to get all that oil in there if I can avoid it, so just kind of try and get it in there without the oil. You want to keep the oil in the pan as well as best you can to cook everything else with, so just carefully get it all in there. Now with the pan back on the heat, what I like to do is put a good knob of butter in there. Let that sizzle around a little bit. The reason I'm putting butter in there is because butter's a lot more efficient at softening up vegetables than oil is. So a nice bit of butter in there. And then we want all the sprouts in there, like so, and all the onion in there as well. I'm going to hold fire on the garlic because that doesn't take quite so long to do. So now we just want to stir this round and soften it up as best we can. Probably for around about 5 to 10 minutes, I think. And I'm going to put the pasta on around about halfway, because that only takes around about 6 or 7 minutes to do. So just keep this moving, let it soak up all the lovely pancetta oil and soften up with the butter, and this is going to be super duper. Right, so it's around about halfway now, and I'm going to put the garlic paste in. I'm going to have 2 big dollops because I like the garlic. A little bit more, a little bit more, there we go. And then you want to stir that around for around about a minute, I suppose, just to get it all nice and sizzly. God, that stinks. You will also notice at this point that it's starting to get a little bit dry in the pan there, because everything's kind of absorbed all the moisture in there. So what I like to do, just to keep it a little bit runny so nothing's really burny, just put some pasta water in there from your spaghetti or whatever it is you're cooking, just to keep it running, you know, so just like that. And then when it dries up you can splash a bit more in. It also helps to soften up the Brussels sprouts as well. A little bit of water in there. I'm actually going to turn the heat down slightly just to slow it up. A bit more pasta, and just keep doing this until your pasta's ready, really. Not far away now. Alright guys, pasta has finished, and your sprout and onion garlicky mix should look something like this. Quite soft and mushy, not too hard. Now all you want to do is put your pancetta bits in like that, and then pasta in, and then put all of your parmesan in there, and then you literally just want to combine it all together without sloshing it everywhere. Probably should have done it in a bigger pan, to be honest, but we're going with this one. You don't have to go too mad with mixing it, it's just really to try and combine it as best you can before you dish it up. So if you can't really be bothered with this, you can just put the spaghetti straight on the plate, or the pasta straight on the plate. Just do it how you like, really. I kind of quite like to combine it all up with the parmesan and the spaghetti. I don't think I'm going to get it much better than that, to be honest. So now we're just literally going to dish it up straight on the plate as best you can. Cool. I really need to work on my presentation. So there we go guys, a nice sprout and pancetta pasta mashup with some onions and a bit of garlic paste and a bit of parmesan. So I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and comment down below if you like this recipe or you've tried it, and don't forget to check out all the other recipes I've done in this playlist. But that's all for this week guys, so until next week, take care of yourselves and have a lovely day. Bye bye.